Needs have changed, the demographic has changed. We are post the social settlement.
We need to have the bravery and the intelligence to rethink from first principles how public services are delivered and what we think they're trying to achieve.
If we just assume that innovation is too dangerous because it may not work, we have to accept that there are many things that we do day in, day out in social care that do not work at the moment.
There needs to be more of a culture of trust and hope for the way in which the world could look if we let people use their imagination.
Maintaining the status quo is no longer an option.
In this programme, we'll meet two sets of people who've rethought what a household can be through the ideas of shared lives and home share.
Home share is quite a new concept for the UK, and people are gradually getting to know about it bit by bit.
What I would like for shared lives is that I say I work for a shared life scheme and everybody knows what that is.
For many adults still developing independent living skills, traditional options have often been unsatisfactory.
The first time I met Joe, he was a very nervous young man. He was 19, living in an environment that wasn't providing for his needs. He just looked like he wasn't coping with life.
My children were growing up and leaving home, and ended up with too many empty rooms and too many creaky floorboards with no one around. When we decided we wanted somebody in the house, it was very, very difficult for us.
So we went to several different organisations to see if they needed space for people they had. One of the organisations we visited to offer rooms to, they said that we wouldn't want their people living in our house.
I rang social services on several different occasions, different phone numbers, and I got passed on to different departments till eventually I found a lady that was very helpful, and she put me in touch with a Teggy.
A Teggy is the organisation to whom Buckinghamshire County Council have contracted their Shared Lives scheme.
I took the carer, Nora, along to meet him, and they got on well right at the beginning, and he told us everything about himself and what he hoped for the future.
I had butterflies because I was so nervous meeting a new family.
He was so gorgeous, you just wanted to hug him and hold him then and make him safe. We were told Joseph was being put into nursing homes and respite care places, and that he was hopping about between different carers as well. And I wanted him to stay straight away, but we have to go through let him go back and think about it and come back a week later and stay for a night.
I spoke to the carers in the review afterwards. They said that he had left some of his photos and possessions, and he told them that he really wanted to move in. So there was no real need for, any persuasion at all.
This is my room. Bed and TV behind you. Game console. Quite a lot of things in here. I felt I was in the right place, and now I'm enjoying my life here. It's really nice. Crazy frog.
He has become a different person. He's being accepted as part of the community because he has the support and backup of the family.
Any help?
Joe, do you want to take out some plates?
Nora, how many do we need?
We need 4, please.
I never used to be allowed in the kitchen, and I wasn't allowed to cook my own food, and now I'm in this new house, I'm allowed to use the kitchen and help cook and make my own drinks and get things if I get peckish.
Do you need a jacket or anything?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I will see you later.
Okay, see you.
Bye, Joe. See you later.
The first time Joseph went to town on his own, and he said he wanted to wander around on his own, that was very nerve-wracking. We had lots of friends
strategically placed all over the streets, watching him at every corner and reporting back to us.
Thank you very much.
A lot of our shared lives carers spend a lot of time supporting the person that lives with them to be more independent, to learn how to go out and travel and go on buses, all sorts of independent living skills, but you don't have to live on your own in order to be able to do them. And in fact, it's a lot nicer sometimes to have the consistent carer living with you that you can then turn to if things, go a little bit wrong. His confidence has just grown and grown. He is now working, doing a voluntary job, something he's never been able to do.
Every Saturday I work at the British Art Foundation, doing different jobs. Can I interest you, sir?
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice day. Can I interest you, sir? Okay.
How's it going, Joe?
Very well.
Many people interested?
One.
The concept of shared lives, the idea of, supporting people in your home is a very simple idea. Lots of people have done this for years. But where we've had to be innovative is really, I suppose, promoting that idea as a scheme, as a concept to the general public, that there is a role out there for them.
There you go.
I love Joseph to bits, and I'm hoping in the back of my mind that he will stay with me forever, but I know I'm here to do a job, and that's to make him strong and educate him in a way that he will be able to have some independence and be able to live with other people.
Next year I'm going to Amersham College to study ICT, catering and customer service.
I just said, should I get shoulder pads, knee pads, elbow pads, or whatever else, helmets and everything.
Bandages and plasters.
Yes, because he will fall off, but he'll pick himself up and after a while he will learn.
Yeah, you right, Joe?
He
Yeah.
sometimes gets a bit kind of panicky. Okay.
Yes, I'm fine. Don't worry.
While some householders have support to offer, others have support they need.
We moved in here in 1973. We had 6 children. I met my wife in Malta. We had a fairly odd courtship for various reasons, not least of all the Suez thing breaking out and stopping me going to Malta to get engaged. And we thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives here together, until one of us was taken. But it didn't quite work out that way. Stella. Hi. Look what I did to my toe yesterday with the strimmer. Took a great chunk out of my toe. Stella is a very powerful woman. She ran the household from top to bottom and monopolised me in many ways, I must admit. As she developed dementia, I had to look after the whole house and her as well. I just frankly couldn't cope with it. She was moved to Abingdon Court at my request. You saw all the children last weekend, do you remember that? Who came to see you? Do you remember? Remember their names? Yeah? With Alzheimer's, it's a constant tear at the heartstrings. I mean, I pretend it doesn't matter, I pretend it doesn't hurt, but yes, of course it hurts, because the woman that I married is no longer there. I don't want to go into care, I'd rather stay here. When you're 78 and living alone with a diagnosed heart and kidney failure condition, life can be pretty scary, even on a summer's night, if you've watched the wrong film before you go to bed, believe me. And then, of course, on top of that, you've got the odd noises that happen through the night. Is somebody trying to break in?
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul. You're back early. It's still light.
I know.
Pam moved in some 3 weeks ago, and it's like a millstone's been lifted from round my neck. Just having her there.
Originally from Slough. I have been married for 18 years. Just divorcing now. I spoke to a few people at work. Do you know anywhere to stay? And someone suggested the home share.
It's quite a big step to have someone sharing a space, sharing your knives and forks and spoons and things. Not everybody would find it easy to deal with. But when Palm came along, right from the word go, we seemed to more or less hit it off.
Well, not like that. I mean, on the screen.
There are a number of people in the community who don't quite fit into the current criteria of around social care, but who need some support to remain within their own home. Home share is an exchange of accommodation for a number of hours. In our case, it's 10 hours a week that the householder receives from the home sharer. It can be support around shopping or cooking or gardening. It can be any type of support, really, other than personal care.
She's so caring, she actually rings me up to see if I'm all right, which is quite incredible.
When I get home, the first things I do is offer him a cup of tea, if he wants, anything to eat. Has he taken his tablets and, little things.
She loves to sit and chat, and I'm quite good at talking, so there's a terrific repartee.
It's a bit steep down here, isn't it? Oh, do you remember the flooding that happened here?
Yes.
He's like a father to me sometimes. He tells me stuff that, I might be 40, but I'm not completely knowledgeable about everything. AD 1824
Yeah.
is really old.
Abingdon was quite a town. It was a main junction on the canals. One of the great things is that we've both got a sense of humour.
Yeah.
Very often, a tragic situation can easily be turned on its head and be an enjoyable situation.
Yeah, I think we do that quite a lot. We just turn things around and laugh at it, really.
I mean, I laugh every time I see you get the vacuum cleaner out.
That was my first.
Well, I haven't got round to laughing at the mop bucket yet, because it's too light, you might get a chunk thrown at me.
Yeah, yeah.
The ideas behind home share and shared lives are simple and inexpensive, but as public awareness grows, the impact of these approaches can be huge.
If we just use the same old assumptions and the same old understandings of what the problem really is, we will end up with some very conventional solutions.
Innovation is a way of, is an approach which is standing back, looking at what you need to deliver within the resources there are to deliver them, and being imaginative.
All social care professionals would acknowledge there are just some things we need to do better. And innovation is about helping us to take on those problems that we're yet to solve, and to try to help people through social care to lead better lives.
In this film, we've seen just a few examples of cost-effective innovation. To share what you're doing, visit the Sky Good Practice Framework online.